Alright, let's get it on. The game I have been waiting all season to play. Alright, we're gonna turn you off, buddy.
Who's that?
I'm looking I'm watching almost got away with it, so I had to, no distractions. Oh shit. I'll send Buck a party or Brick a party invite here in a minute.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's get it on.
Oh, shit, you get ball first.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
RD, with one of those tight ends, you should be able to put offensive linemen in there. And then put, yeah, and sometimes I put the tight end I took out, I'll put him at fullback because I don't have a fullback.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 in a Kansas City first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said right down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mahomes now on first down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks.
You seen dive right past
7 yards, the pick up on the pitch and catch.
Oh, he's on a... Here, I'm going to send him a party invite. Because he's on the mic.
Your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh!
His throw incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side
bro.
of the football.
You could run it or do a quick underneath pass.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Fuck, I gotta hurry up and think of something quick, though.
RD, you've used this playbook all year, bro.
Yeah, no.
You should fucking know it by now, buddy.
Oh, I do. I got this. I got this.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Oh.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Boy, smart, man. I guarantee you he's going to try to pound it down your throat, though.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
I don't think he's going to.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
So that is DAD fouls, all your shit.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It did look like
they tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now he's probably using the Giants. Yeah, because the Patriots don't have that different. He's passing it now.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I'm watching him, but I'm
good
playing
for
my
7.
game too.
It's 3rd down.
Bro, I cannot get a sack with this dude or Miles.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Oh, you didn't see that dude on the outside?
To a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give to Barkley out of the gun.
Fumble Barkley.
Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
There you go, force his ass inside.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. It's caught. Shepard.
Oh, this should
He'll
have
have
been
it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
How the fuck did that dude catch it? Oh wow, Mickey James is back?
Here's Jones. Operating
He's
from the
fine
gun.
as
It's
fuck.
all done by Shepard.
Oh,
10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
No, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately.
Did you hear who
in this case, though,
is finally
he's
back
in on his targets
Monday
and he's
Night Raw?
delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this
Mickey
first
James.
drive going to plan so far.
Earl Davis?
Huh?
They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
I mean,
And he
she's
is
looking
met
pretty goddamn
quickly
fine
in the
already. I ain't even
backfield.
front.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Hey, box drop. Squeeze. 53, 53. And QB's traps. Let's go. Let's go.
Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
You gave me a heart attack.
They weren't
That should
scared
have
to
been a
let it
fucking
fly,
pick.
but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Daniels 5-5.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now
Just try to tie it up, RD. That's all you got to do now, homeboy.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
Does this show your defensive play?
Oh my God! And I fucking.
And this is no good. He missed
Every
it.
time
Not
I
a
try
good
to
start
field
here in
goal,
the
it's
kicking
fucking
department
lag.
as this remains a 6-3 score.
He's like, here's this shit. Oh yeah, he's back, son. Huh? Yeah, I missed my extra point. Because every time I try to kick it, it fucking lags.
I guarantee Brick ran man-to-man.
You can't fucking run man-to-man in fucking this game,
dude.
Miss.
I remember when we first started playing
and that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now, let's see. Brick's probably like, there's that shit with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Because I took him out of the outside and put him in the slot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Oh, yeah, he's fast as fuck, that dude he just threw to RD.
Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
He's super fucking fast,
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
53 is the mark. 53, check 53.
They'll run with Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting
no matter what,
it'll
be a tie ball game. Just keep them out the end zone.
Second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Drop it. Yes, let's go. Let's go.
Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No,
you got bailed out. He should have. He should have.
They kept that flag in the back pocket.
If I would have fucking been over.
Or fucking what's the X catch? Conservative catch? I would have tried to conservative that. He probably would have caught it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Blitz, small sleeves. Everybody wasn't on a cross. They were on slants. What he should have did was fucking try to. He should have knew I was throwing to Tyreek Hill. Because ain't nobody on his defense fast enough to
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
You play on. We got this.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Fuck around and make playoffs.
Daniel don't care.
Yeah.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
If he didn't care, he
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
How many
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They
That's why
blasted a
I'm
gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
What's that?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Good chip.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play your next second on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Juke me on my shoes. That's the coach. Stroller. I keep him out there.
We'll remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 45 on second down, Jones escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
See ya.
Try. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys are picking it off. They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
That's what I was about to just say.
Wrong button.
Butker on for the PAT.
Oh, I hit it. You can't be making
for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Party game time. They'll just let me take his wild things. I'm going to join the
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick
he's
is
saying
away.
he's trying to focus, RD. He's trying to
and
focus.
They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I only sent one party invite.
I put it in the message. Parties open if you want to
The
know.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
I think he plays like
Throwing
grandpa.
on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I mean, he was
When
open
you got
for
your
a
backs in the
second.
shadow of your goal line, you've got to be
Yeah,
physical
you
in
gotta
that
throw it,
situation
though.
because there's not a whole lot of space, not a
Sooner
lot of
than
wild
later.
plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it
If
on
I
that
score
play.
again, it's over.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Goddamn, dude. I wish our quarterbacks have fucking abilities sometimes because I had another touchdown and I couldn't get it out. Baker.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
He took a
The
time
Giants
out.
going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previous.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
For real.
Okay.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
He got Debo, bro.
He just got fucking robbed on that one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right, and he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off the squad if you let them.
And they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
He's just running the clock out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be
playing
a
this game all wrong, bro. He's playing it like Madden 17, fucking 18, and even 19, bro. It is literally a running game.
Offense at the line, ready to begin the next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than
you don't do it. You just
than what is there. But this is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Shepard deep. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
They'll begin the drive with run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
Either
the game he
he,
expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
I don't know what he's doing.
25. And he's able to get this down deep
Hill
on the
run all over
Giants
him.
side of the field. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 40 yards.
So Liv Morgan's back with Ruby Riot, huh?
I can't believe it. He's letting fucking Tyreek Hill run all over him.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good.
It's almost like
finish.
he's running stock defense on you, RD.
He is, and he's on. You see, he's on the line. Unless he's doing his adjustments
after the
from
incomplete
the line,
pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Quick enough.
Well, the brick I know and used to play with didn't do that shit, but maybe that's why he thinks the game's fresh, because he's
Now
trying to
Mahomes
play
gives to
stock
Hunt.
defense like it's
And
actually
he'll
going
find
to
his
work.
way down right around the 12. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a
You know
3rd
what
and
I mean?
8 situation. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might...
I'm confused by
Working
that
from the
comment.
gun, Mahomes.
How did he quit when he's still in the
He
game?
says he's still in it, but as you can see,
A
he's only on the
12-yard
line.
touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
You know, in
How
golf,
would
they
you
often
even
talk
play
about
like
playing
that?
the course
So
and
dumb.
not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
The point after is good, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Yeah, I think he's still in it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now...
Oh, I'm going to go game chat.
You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at that.
If you go to game chat, I'll be able to hear you both.
They might need to go to the emotional side.
Are you there? Oh, brick.
Down. 15,
Oh.
69. Come on, D.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
That fucking Tyreek Hill boy is fast as fuck.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, Hunt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. He'll run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game.
All right, fine. I'll go back.
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielding about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 2nd and 10. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Like a push-off.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
I'm glad motherfuckers can't hear you on my stick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here I come again. Here I come again. 5.
Jones going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been third.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I'm not going to score again.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Mahomes going to throw it here. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. Now Mahomes. And it is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Anything the bad could happen did happen.
Here's Jones throwing again. Throw left side complete. That's Potter. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Ready?
I don't know if I could just pick a hell of a history.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
They get win.
The man of the hour, Tyreek Hill.
Next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to
He would have 10,000 had he not got hurt.
He's probably a RD likes to play hour and a half. And then what happened?
Hey, if you make it to the Super Bowl, you have to play me again. Maybe, if I can get past trying. Daniel keeps it up, he ain't gonna make it to the playoffs.
Daniel just plays moments in his game.
Yeah, I couldn't do that, man.
Right.
I got the MVP over here, you know, two years in a row.
No, here we go. Mr. MV fucking B.
MVP. Tyreek Hill. There you go, Tron. You said I should involve Tyreek Hill more.
Yeah, I mean, not against Brick, but good job. Right.
It's probably a different game if I'd use Tyreek Hill against Daniel.
Right.
Because, I mean, there ain't too many people on their defenses that can stop Tyreek Hill.
No, hell no. He's the fastest receiver in regs.
Hell yeah.
Pretty sure. Right? Oh yeah, I did too. I did too against RD. Fucker.
I will get picks. I might not score, but I get picks.
It looked like it levitated into his body.
Hill 3 more touchdowns. Go with his collection.